Okay, so if you've been around any kids lately, you've almost definitely heard the name CaseOh. He is a massive star on the streaming scene, and honestly, his popularity just seems to have exploded out of nowhere. It can feel kind of mysterious from the outside. So today, let's just dive in and break down the simple, but you'll see, really powerful formula behind his success.
This is the big question, right? It's what parents, older siblings, basically anyone not in the loop is asking. What is it about this one streamer that has completely captured the attention of so many young viewers? Well, the answer is this fascinating mix of content strategy, a little bit of psychology, and of course, technology.
So first up, let's talk about the content itself. When you strip everything else away, it really just boils down to two things: raw, unfiltered emotion and immediate entertainment. This is the absolute foundation of his appeal.
When you watch CaseOh, you are not getting some subtle, nuanced performance. No way. You are getting huge, super clear, and immediate emotional reactions. The surprise is real, you can feel it, the frustration is loud, the excitement is totally infectious. And for a young viewer, these emotions are just incredibly easy to read and understand instantly.
And here's the crucial part. You don't need to know a game's complex backstory or some long-running narrative to get what's happening. A loud gasp, a frustrated yell, these are universal languages, right? A kid can tune in for just 30 seconds and immediately connect with the emotion that's right there on the screen.
And all of this leads to instant gratification. You've got these exaggerated facial expressions, these sudden changes in his voice, and this quick-fire humor that delivers a really rapid dose of fun. You know, in a world dominated by short-form content, this kind of fast, accessible entertainment is exactly what grabs and holds a younger audience's attention.
Okay, so let's see how this builds on itself. Beyond just being entertaining, the content creates this really powerful sense of comfort. It feels super familiar, and CaseOh himself comes across like he could be your friend.
This slide here breaks down what we can call the comfort loop. Think about it. He often plays familiar games, he gets into the same types of situations over and over, and the whole thing is just incredibly easy to follow. For a child, that predictability is really comforting. There are no jarring surprises, just a reliable, enjoyable experience every single time.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head. CaseOh speaks directly to his audience, which totally breaks down that wall between the creator and the viewer. It builds what's known as a parasocial relationship, so it doesn't feel like you're watching some distant celebrity. It feels like you're right there in the room with a buddy.
So, we have this really emotional content and a friendly delivery. But there's one more massive piece to this puzzle, and that's the invisible hand of the algorithm that just pushes all of this into overdrive.
Before we go further, let's just define our terms real quick. Algorithm reinforcement is basically what happens when a platform like YouTube or TikTok notices you like something and then decides, hey, let's show them more of that. It's a feedback loop, and it's designed to do one thing: keep you watching.
It all starts so simply. A child sees a funny clip of CaseOh, they click on it, and they watch it. The platform immediately takes note of that action.
And then, the system just kicks right in. Suddenly, the For You page, the recommended videos list, the Shorts feed, all of it starts getting filled up with more and more CaseOh clips. Why? Because the algorithm knows it's a safe bet to keep that user engaged.
And this creates a really powerful cycle. The more you watch, the more you're shown. The more you're shown, well, the more you watch. It's this self-perpetuating loop that can quickly turn just a casual interest into a really dedicated viewing habit.
Okay, let's put all of these pieces together now. We've looked at the content, we've looked at the personal connection, and we've looked at the technology behind it all. So how do they combine to create this phenomenon?
So here it is. This is the complete formula. You start with these raw emotional reactions that are just instantly understandable. You layer that on top of simple, comfortable content that's easy to digest. Then you deliver it all with a direct connection that feels super friendly and familiar. And finally, the algorithm acts as this massive amplifier, making sure that once a viewer is hooked, they just keep getting more. It's a perfect storm for modern entertainment.
This kind of leaves us with a final thought, a big question really. When you combine these simple emotional hooks, this comfortable repetition, a strong sense of personal connection, and then you supercharge it with a powerful recommendation engine, have we just stumbled upon the new blueprint for modern children's entertainment? It's a question we're thinking about for sure, especially as more and more creators are finding massive success with this exact model.